So I want to go ahead and address a question that was posed to us in the comments of our recent video we posted on YouTube. And the comment actually comes from a person by the name Tom Stack 88. He asks, what are your thoughts on not carrying a round in the chamber so that if someone were to grab your gun, you have time to decide if you pursue and fight to get the firearm back or to exit the situation? This scenario was a thought that was brought up when I took a concealed carry class in Colorado Springs a couple years ago. Might apply only for open carry, but I could see it occurring concealed as well. Well, Tom Stack, my thoughts on carrying around in the chamber exist for both open and or concealed carry. All right? Whether you open carry or whether you concealed carry, I do believe, in my opinion, and I'm not saying that this is a matter of fact, this is in my opinion, I do feel that it is much more advantageous to be able to have a round in the chamber than the, per se, downsides of not having a round in the chamber. So, based on your question and then the scenario that was kind of brought up, let's just say that we're talking about open carry and we're not having a round in the chamber so that we can somehow use that as a tool to be able to defend ourselves. All right, so one, open carry. What I would recommend, as I have many times in the past, if you're going to open carry, I do truly highly recommend that you open carry with a level 2, if not a level 3 holster. In such event that somebody were to grab your firearm when you're open carrying with a level 2, level 3 holster, they are very, very, very unlikely to be able to get that firearm out, to have that trigger exposed, to be able to use that firearm against you. All right? But you are very likely to pull that firearm out during that self-defense situation, and when you go to point the firearm at the threat, and you go to discharge a round, you pull the trigger, click, nothing happens, and you don't realize why. Or you do, all right, you do remember that you had no round in the chamber because you thought that was safer, and then you go and you struggle to rack that slide to the rear to then be able to get an actual and effective round on target. My position on this has not changed. Open or concealed carry. Round in the chamber, much better off. I cannot tell you how many times I've watched somebody in a class without any pressure at all draw their gun, present at the target, and confidently go to pull the trigger, and they can't get the trigger to move. And they can't figure out why. With no stress. And with a little bit of time, they kind of realize, oh, I forgot to turn my mechanical safety off. And then they turn it off, and then they discharge their round. Or they don't figure it out. They look at me with a dumb look on their face. I just come up and turn that mechanical safety off, and they're like, holy shit, how did I not remember that? How did I not realize that that was the issue? That is going to be the same thing that happens predominantly when you have no round in the chamber and you draw the gun under pressure with a lot of stress. Your life is literally on the line, and you got to pull that firearm out and click, nothing happens, and you can't figure out why. Not that you don't somewhere inside know, hey, no round in the chamber, right? I pull the trigger, it goes click instead of boom. That's not it. You know that, but that knowledge is not obtainable. You cannot tap into that because of all the chaos and the craziness going on. I truly do, Tom Stack, I do truly recommend that you carry around in the chamber, whether you're open carrying or not. I appreciate the question though, and if you have a rebuttal to that, and or if I didn't maybe address it as properly as you might have hoped, and or if somebody else is watching this and you have a follow-up question, please do put it in the chat. Put it in the comments below, and I will try my best to address them in the order in which they are received. And I'll be doing this more and more often, hopefully on a daily basis. Thank you all again. Stay safe and hit the subscribe button. If you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, as I'll be making more and more videos of this, answering more and more questions for you all in the future.